The Pirates for years now have followed an approach to international scouting that's routinely been referred to as spreading the money around. Rather than competing with other teams for top talent, they restrict themselves to signing players to smaller bonuses, ostensibly with the idea that they can bring in more young players. The last seven-figure bonus they doled out went to Harold Ramirez in 2011. Since 2012, the largest bonus they paid out was the $550,000 that went to Gene Eusebio earlier this year. The Pirates have consistently operated within the limits for international spending set by MLB through the last two collective bargaining agreements. The one that expired a year ago imposed low spending limits on the Pirates in most years by virtue of the fact that they had good records. While roughly two-thirds of MLB teams thumb their noses at the weekly enforced limits, the Pirates remained good little troopers and toed the line. This year, the penalties for exceeding the pool became much more draconian, making it likely that most or all of MLB will stay within their limits. The Pirates, though, had a much more generous pool as it's now based roughly on market size rather than WL record. Nevertheless, the Pirates again have chosen to sign a lot of players for modest bonuses rather than compete for the top talent. As a result, they didn't sign any of the more highly regarded Latin American prospects. Let's leave aside for the moment whether the Pirates' quantity over quality approach is likely to bring in the sort of high-sailing talent that's needed to win in the majors. If focusing on quantity is a sound approach, at the very least it should bring in enough talent that the Pirates would have a relatively large number of Latin American players with enough talent to reach at least the middle levels of their system. That's easy enough to check. I just counted up the number of Latin American players who appeared with each team in the Eastern and Florida State Leagues, where the Pirates have their AA and High A affiliates. I didn't look at the International League because AAA rosters are heavily loaded with free agents who were originally signed with teams other than the ones they're with now. So, logically, Altoona and Bradenton should have had a lot of Latin American players. Righty Eastern League reading Phi 19 Trenton NYY 17 Bowie Bald 15 Erie Dead 14 New Hampshire Tour 14 Harrisburg Wash 13 Portland Bows 13 Richmond SF 13 Akron Cleve 12 Binghamton NIM 11 Altoona PGH 9 Hartford Colonel 9 Florida State League St. Lucie NIM 25 Lakeland Dead 22 Clearwater Phi 21 Palm Beach STL 20 Dunedin Tour 19 Jupiter MIA 17 Daytona Sin 16 Tampa NYY 16 Charlotte TB 15 Florida Atl 15 Fort Myers Minnesota 9 Bradenton PGH 8 Oops.